90-day fiancés Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev reportedly get married in secret ceremony. Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev, known from the spin-off show Darcey and Stacey, reportedly got married on November 11, 2023. Darcey has had a history of toxic relationships, including with Jessie Meester and Tom Brooks. Despite a tumultuous on and off engagement, photos have surfaced suggesting that Darcey and Georgi had a wedding ceremony in Connecticut. Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev from the popular 90-Day Fiancé spin-off Darcey and Stacey reportedly got married on November 11, 2023. Darcey was first seen in 90-Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 1 when she was dating Jessie Meester. Darcey and Jessie turned out to be one of the most toxic 90-Day Fiancé couples, and her relationship with Tom Brooks was no different. Darcey revealed she was dating someone new when she was cast in her own twin-themed spin-off with sister Stacey Silva. Darcey had met massage therapist Georgi online. He was a Bulgarian man who had been living in the US for 10 years. 90-Day Fiancé blogger John Yates has now shared photos from what appears to be Darcey and Georgi's wedding ceremony. As just discussed on my #exclusive YouTube live, these pictures were taken from Darcey and Georgi's alleged wedding on Saturday, November 11, 23, he wrote in the caption. As per John Yates, Darcey and Georgi got married in their home in Connecticut. Darcey and Georgi's engagement aired in the Darcey and Stacey Season 1 finale. Georgi proposed to Darcey in June 2020 after 4 months of dating. They broke up, and Georgi popped the question again to Darcey in the Season 3 finale before fans read about Darcey revealing she was single again in March 2022. Darcey and Georgi hinted at November 11 wedding in September. The ceremony was intimate. Georgi and Darcey apparently only invited 20 people to their wedding. The pictures showed Darcey looking stunning in a fishtail gown with a plunging neckline to show her curves. It had delicate embroidery with rhinestones while Georgi looked dapper in his classic tuxedo. The couple first sparked rumors of an upcoming wedding in September 2023. Georgi posted and deleted a post captioned, "It's finally happening." He also tagged Darcey in the caption and included the hashtags, #Darcey and Georgi number 1111 #love #Georgi Rusev #Darcey Silva. The accompanying picture was of Georgi dressed in a tuxedo. Darcey had responded to the post with several heart emojis in the comments. Georgi was caught ring shopping at Tiffany & Company in June 2023. He shared the video from inside the store in Dubai and zoomed in on a pair of his and her wedding bands to suggest he was buying them. Georgi told fans that he was ready to put a ring on it but wasn't ready to confirm anything yet. Meanwhile, Georgi also shared a selfie recently to reveal his new look after getting facial fillers in his cheeks, jawline, and lips. If Darcey and Georgi did get married, then he got a makeover just in time for the wedding. The couple was last seen together in Darcey and Stacey Season 4, when they were not together. Darcey wanted to move on. She was also seen dating a man named Zach. There were suspicions that the couple had reconciled off-screen because they were spotted together, even though they were fighting at a Miami restaurant in January 2023. They continued flirting on Instagram, and now that they are allegedly married, perhaps their wedding will be featured in Darcey and Stacey Season 5. Fans praise 90-Day Fiancé star Stacey Silva for undergoing a makeover and getting fillers removed. 90-Day Fiancé star Stacey Silva is making news again due to her procedures. She and her twin sister, Darcey, have this knack for excessive plastic surgeries. The two sisters have additionally documented their cosmetic procedure journey on their social media. Therefore, the fandom is particularly familiar with them due to their excessive obsession with cosmetic procedures. But in a surprising turn of events, Stacey Silva has finally decided to tone down her features. She is ready to reduce her bust size with another surgery. However, this particular decision of hers has left the fandom fragmented. Most of the fandom is praising her initiative and applauding her for finally realizing her circumstances. However, another group of fans is saying it's a little too late to show disdain. 90-Day Fiancé, Stacey Silva slams Georgi for disrespecting her twin Darcey. The Silva sisters have always had each other's backs on 90 Day Fiancé. So it wasn't odd when Stacey jumped in, slamming Georgi for disrespecting and making fun of her twin sister, Darcey. She actively criticized her brother-in-law, Georgi, for making jabs at his wife. "I want to show Darcey my love and support because I just feel like a lot of times I don't think it's fair the way Georgi treats my sister," she said. In that particular circumstance, Darcey ended up drinking too much and threw up outside the car door. However, Georgi cracked jokes at his wife's expense and took jabs at her in front of everyone. Stacey jumped in, berating him for not taking care of her twin sister. "He should be there supporting her, loving her, not making jabs," she said. Georgi's behavior has left Stacey deeply unsettled. 90 Day Fiancé. The 90 Day fandom claps for Stacey for her make-under decision. 90 Day Fiancé star Stacey, surprising everyone, has decided to undergo a make-under. She has agreed to undo some of her procedures and tone down on the bodily modifications. Given her obsession with cosmetic procedures, this announcement came as quite a shock to the fandom. But the fans have shown their respect and applauded her decision, fully coming to her support. On the other hand, some fans are pretty concerned about the number of times she has undergone surgery. They think undoing the procedures might be too late for her since another surgery may not bode well for her bodily health. However, the TLC star had already decided to tone down her features. She wasn't scared of going under the knife because she wanted to look a certain way. The fandom collectively came together, supporting her and praising her decision. "So glad if this is true. It was about time she and her sister realized how ridiculous these surgeries make them look," one fan said. "I bet she will look so much better with this more natural look," agreed another. "On the contrary, except she's also getting a fat transfer and a back lift," someone pointed. "I'm just skeptical that she is reversing things," another fan said, skeptical. "We're saved, for now," someone lightened the mood. "I don't know if her damage is reversible at this point." "Hard to undo surgical Dabrit's doll," criticized another. "I'm glad she got that reduction," someone said. All in all, her decision has fragmented the fandom. For more such latest Stacey's updates. 90 Day Fiancé, Kara licks Darcey's $00B, not once, but twice. Watch clip. 90 Day Fiancé, happily ever after's tell-all has officially gone off the rails. Things got really wild when Kara was caught licking Darcey's bust. Not once but twice. Yes, she did it twice, and viewers are still rubbing their eyes, replaying the clip, and wondering what actually went wrong with these stars. But here comes the main shocking thing. Kara didn't make this wild move alone behind the wraps, she did it right in front of her husband and the entire cast. She wasn't hesitating while Darcey evidently enjoyed the moment. Is this true? What is this all about? Why did she do this? Keep on reading to learn more about this controversy because the tea is really hot. 90 Day Fiancé cast is playing a wild truth and dare game. After having an explosive tell-all and screaming at the top of their lungs, the 90 Day Fiancé cast decided to have a fun moment. Some of them gathered in a room and chose to play truth or dare. However, this wasn't any other truth or dare game as it crossed every limit, and viewers are still picking up their dropped jaws. Apparently, Matt was asked to suck Jasmine's toes, and the latter was the happiest person alive. In an exclusive clip by Extra TV, Bronny's gathered all his life's courage to touch Pineda's toe and ran straight away to the washroom to wash his mouth. Well, this got worse when Jasmine didn't agree to wash her feet before this stunt and even claimed that she walked barefoot in the bathroom. 90 Day Fiancé, Kara licks Darcey's bust. 90 Day Fiancé star Darcey Silva decided to choose dare, and viewers weren't really surprised by her choice. But Jasmine Pineda had something wild in her mind. She dragged Kara into the game and asked Darcey to let Kara such her nipples. Yes, she actually said that, and the entire cast wasn't able to believe their eyes at all. What about Kara? Well, she didn't even know how to react as she was casually eating a sandwich when she was suddenly forced to lick someone's bust. However, it seemed that Cara didn't mind it much, as she comfortably handed over her sandwich to Jasmine and marched towards Darcey, who was waiting for her with open arms and an open bust. However, Cara made it clear that she would only lick Silva's boob and not her nipple. Cara went straight to Darcey, closed her eyes, and did the job. Just when she thought the agony was over, Julia screamed that she didn't see it. She practically begged Cara to do it once again, exclusively for her. Again, the latter decided to give best friend goals to the world, and just for Julia, did it again. Yes, she did it twice. While viewers were expecting Cara to do the exact same thing that Matt did after sucking Jasmine's toe, she casually went back and resumed eating her sandwich. This made fans not only squirm in their seats but also wonder whether it was actually Cara's first time or not. What do you think? Do let us know in the comments section. Are Stacey and Florian joining 90 Day, the last resort? Clues that prove the couple is filming. Stacey and Florian were seen filming with other 90 Day Fiancé stars, hinting at their inclusion in 90 Day, the last resort. Speculation is high that Stacey and Florian will join Season 2 of 90 Day, the last resort based on recent sightings. Their relationship could benefit from couples therapy on the show due to past issues like infidelity and job instability. Stacey Silva and Florian Sukaj previously starred in their own 90 Day Fiancé spin-off, but they might be joining the 90 Day, the last resort. The couple was introduced via Stacey's twin sister, Darcey Silva. After a few appearances on 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days, the twins were offered their spin-off show, Darcey and Stacey. From there, Darcey and Stacey split the spotlight, allowing viewers to learn more about Stacey and her life with Florian. Stacey's life mirrored that of Darcey because she also had an international boyfriend, Florian. Stacey and Florian aren't a traditional 90 Day Fiancé couple, but they would still benefit from joining the 90 Day, the last resort Season 2 cast. The new franchise spin-off follows couples who are on the brink of splitting up and receiving intensive couples therapy. It's highly speculated that Stacey and Florian could be the fifth and final couple joining the season. Though 4 out of 5 of the 90 Day, the last resort Season 1 couples walked away together, therapy wasn't enough for Big Ed Brown and Liz Woods, who have since split. Stacey and Florian were spotted filming with 90 Day Fiancé alum in Arizona. It's almost certain they're on the spin-off. Speculation surrounding the potential cast of 90 Day, the last resort Season 2 began in early April. In Touch first reported that several 90 Day Fiancé alumni were spotted filming at a resort in Arizona. Among the rumored cast couples to join 90 Day, the last resort Season 2 were Rob Warren and Sophie Sierra, Brandon Gibbs and Julia Trubkina, Jasmine Pineda and Gino Palazzolo, and Ariella Weinberg and Biniam Schreiber. Stacey and Florian were not rumored to be a part of the cast at first, but fans quickly realized they were. Reddit user Novaz posted a video on the 90 Day Fiancé Reddit that confirmed Stacey and Florian were the fifth couple cast on 90 Day, the last resort Season 2. The user posted a video of Stacey, Florian, Rob, Sophie, Brandon, and Julia on a trolley in downtown Scottsdale. It was odd that only 4 couples were reported by the publication to be joining the show. The spin-off's first season consisted of 5 couples, and heavy hitters at that. It only makes sense that Stacey and Florian would join this rumored cast. Fans saw a platinum blonde with a cowgirl hat filming. Is Stacey's Instagram a hint that she filmed the spin-off? Reddit user Novaz posted a picture in the same thread of the 90 Day Fiancé alum filming on a trolley in downtown Scottsdale. Noticeably, there was a platinum blonde on the trolley wearing a hat. The blonde wore a black cowgirl hat and was seated next to Florian. Stacey's Instagram has been full of pictures and videos of her sporting cowgirl hats around the suspected filming area for 90 Day, the last resort Season 2. While the majority of the hats Stacey has been wearing on her social media are white, she could have picked up a few while filming at the Arizona resort. It's a similar clue that led viewers to speculate Rob and Sophie will be on the season. They both posted pictures with the same rustic background to their Instagram feeds. Stacey is a fashion connoisseur, And it makes sense that she would have embraced the Arizona styles while filming. Stacey's Instagram posts are another hint that she and Florian may be on 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. Stacey and Florian have dealt with infidelity in the past. Their relationship could benefit from therapy. Stacey and Florian would benefit from the couple's therapy at 90 Day, The Last Resort. In the first season of Darcey and Stacey, it was revealed Florian had cheated on Stacey. Stacey saw pictures and a video of Florian in bed with another woman. Florian said he had only kissed this other woman and that he didn't feel any passion with her. Darcey took matters into her own hands and even video chatted with the woman Florian cheated with, Shanti Zora. Their interaction didn't go very well, but Stacey still chose to move past Florian's infidelity. He was complaining that he's in a relationship with Stacey, said Shanti. And it's not my fault that Florian wanna taste my honey. The couple faced issues aside from infidelity. In Darcey and Stacey, Stacey has often complained about Florian not having a stable job. Florian works as a model, and he found it hard to find work in the US. This was an issue when the couple were trying to fund their wedding. Florian also has exhibited signs of anger on the show, which has triggered conflict between the couple. It would only strengthen Stacey and Florian's relationship if they chose to join the cast of 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2. Stacey and Florian's 90 Day Fiancé journey. Were Stacey and Florian on 90 Day Fiancé? Although they weren't featured on a season of 90 Day Fiancé, they became notable figures in the franchise zeitgeist because of Stacey's twin sister, Darcey Silva. Darcey was a fan favorite casting due to her extravagant personality and looks. When viewers discovered Darcey had a twin, who looked and lived exactly like her, there was an instant interest in Stacey's life. It made perfect sense to feature Stacey as she, too, enjoyed dating non-American men just like her twin sister. Fans were briefly introduced to Stacey and Florian during 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 Days Season 3. Darcey and her ex-boyfriend, Tom Brooks, went to Florian's home country of Albania to meet each other for the first time. They made brief appearances that season but stepped into the spotlight soon after. Stacey and Florian returned to the twins' spin-off Darcey and Stacey in 2020. Though they weren't directly attached to a 90 Day Fiancé show, they're engraved in the history of the franchise thanks to Stacey's twin sister, Darcey. Since the last season of Darcey and Stacey, it's unclear where Stacey and Florian's relationship stands. They would make a great addition to 90 Day, The Last Resort Season 2, as they've always been an interesting couple to watch. It would also allow them to break away from always sharing the spotlight with Stacey's twin sister, Darcey. Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev unfollow each other. Are they still together? Have Darcey Silva and Georgi Rusev called it quits? The 90 Day Fiancé couple hasn't appeared together in public in over a month, and now, their social media activity has us scratching our heads. Amid the recent revelation that Darcey has been getting chummy with her brother-in-law, Florian Sukaj, it stands to reason that her marriage to Georgi is suffering. Darcey's late-night phone calls and bar hopping with Florian may have interfered with her marriage. A look at Darcey and Georgi's Instagram accounts shows they no longer follow each other. In addition, they last appeared together in a post in early December 2024. Did Darcey and Georgi split, or are they toying with 90 Day Fiancé fans? The social media situation could signal trouble in paradise, or perhaps it's a ploy to throw us off their scent. Darcey and Georgi, who wed in 2023, have sparked divorce rumors more than once. However, the duo was spotted filming for an undisclosed reality TV show in Miami several months ago. As Monsters and Critics reported, a camera crew followed Darcey and Georgi as they walked through Miami International Airport. Perhaps Darcey and Georgi unfollowed each other and have avoided posting themselves together because they're gearing up to appear in a 90 Day Fiancé spin-off and don't want to spoil their storyline. Another possibility is that Darcey's relationship with her brother-in-law, Florian, has gotten in the way of her marriage. As Monsters and Critics previously reported, Darcey's twin sister, Stacey Silva, opened up about Darcey and Florian's peculiar pairing during a recent 90 Day, The Last Resort episode. Stacey revealed that the twin thing is an issue at times, mentioning that Darcey and Florian call each other in the middle of the night while their spouses are asleep. Stacey referred to Darcey and Florian's bond as buddy-buddy, adding that she feels like the odd man out in her marriage. Stacey and Florian's marriage is suffering. Stacey has hinted at a breakup with Florian. As Monsters and critics also reported, Stacey called out her Albanian husband for lots of flirting and dirty dancing behind the scenes. Admittedly, Stacey and Florian joined season 2 of 90 Day, The Last Resort because of their different ways of seeing life. Stacey says she likes to discuss things openly, whereas Florian tends to bottle things up inside. It took a toll on their marriage. Interestingly, while divulging the information during her interview with Parade, she opted to forego her wedding ring. And the fact that she used past tense verbiage to describe her feelings toward Florian has us doubting they'll make it to the recommitment ceremony this season. "I loved him so much, and I just wanted the perfect life," Stacey said. But at the end of the day, there is no such thing as a perfect life. Stacey Silva warned to keep jealous and toxic Darcey Silva away from her marriage. Stacey Silva and her twin sister Darcey Silva have always had a tight bond, but at this point, they need to establish some well-needed boundaries. During a counseling session on 90 Day, The Last Resort, Stacey shared disturbing news that has viewers slamming her sister as jealous and insecure. Darcey has gotten very close with Stacey's husband, Florian Sukaj,